Okay, we are here for another episode of Choose Your Path with me, your host, Sharon Durskill. Everything else is right in the bio. Check it out. Definitely check it out. I am so excited to be here today. Hello. I'll make sure I don't have no lipstick on my teeth. Hello, hi Alvin, hi Brenda. Oh, our guest, she's on here. Hello, Creative Arts of Expressions. Yes, hi Alvin. Thank you so much for being here. Archie Abram, number 5. Hello. I'm so glad that you guys could be here. Yay! You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm ready.
Okay. A little
Hey,
technical difficulties. Tap, tap.
that's right. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
Bless. I appreciate you for having me.
Oh, wow. Thank you for accepting the invitation. I'm so happy that he put that there because I was like, I'm going to screw up those hashtags. Hold on. Let me just pin that comment there so that everyone that comes in, I want them to go and follow you. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Streaming all over. I have
Yeah.
so many questions, so we gotta get to it.
Okay.
So I'm Sharon Durskill. I'm a celebrity pub. Hold on, sorry about that. Although those pop-ups, a celebrity publicist by trade, but I want to start adding former because I've been moving more into like personal development, the speaking and writing books. But neither here nor there. That's a little bit about my background, and I worked with some amazing people along my journey. And last year, all of my events were canceled. So, like about June, I think it was, I decided to come live on Instagram just to touch my friends, and check in and see how they doing,
Right.
and also share the conversation with the supporters and the people that show me love on a daily basis. And then it turned into a thing. And then I got an idea. Oh, call it Choose Your Path. Maybe this is a good time for us to heal. This is a great time for us to create. So that's where it came about because I had like a little mental break at first because it was such a transformation to go from out and about living the best life, flicking it up, selfies everywhere, to
Right.
everything just stopped abrupt. Right. So I'm so grateful for Choose Your Path. It's very personal for me. I do meditate every time before I come on here because I just want to bring my true authentic self. I really appreciate that, that you answered the call and you said yes, because these are unscripted conversations. A lot of times people aren't comfortable with that. You
Right.
know what I mean? Especially with me being a publicist, because I could take a few words and probably flip it into something that you didn't even mean whatsoever.
Right.
And that's not what this is. This is literally like, let's be here for our people as leaders in whatever industry that we may be in and have a conversation, right?
Right.
And hopefully, I want people to be inspired by your creativity as well. And I want them to follow you and be able to be embraced by the sounds that you create. So, this is Choose Your Path.
That's
And I am
amazing.
talking to Shay Payso. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's talk about how are you doing during this pandemic, right? And if you learned any lessons learned during this time.
I Let me say I'm doing amazing. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be alive first and foremost, especially what's going on in the world. It's a crazy time for everybody. So I'm just thankful just to be here. That's the first and foremost. And what I'm learning through the pandemic is to appreciate more and be grateful for the time we did have when we didn't have to walk around with a mask, or we didn't have to
Yeah.
be so secluded and 6 feet apart from people and people we love, and have to be so distant. So I'm just appreciating this time to, and to hopefully things go back to normal. If not, but I just appreciate my time now more than ever. That's
Yes,
what I'm learning.
so do I. I learned over the years to appreciate the moments in time. Sometimes we have like the calendars and all the year is booked and we know what we're going to do in the next 2 or 3 years, if something's going to get released then and there, and all of these dates and distractions.
Right.
But I feel like with this time, I'm very grateful. It slowed me down. It made me pay attention to the things that were really important that I needed to pay attention to. And also, just be grateful. Just something is that as simple as that. But one of my biggest lessons that I learned was is that I'm not in control. For a long time, I just felt like I had my, I could put my schedule together. I know who I'm going to be talking to. And this pandemic has showed me that I'm not in control, and I'm okay with that. With external
Right.
events, of course, I have my own control of my mind and what I want to do with my life and the choices that I make, but I'm not in control of the external events. Those are going to keep on happening. So it's grateful to hear. I'm so grateful to hear you say that you're blessed and that you're happy and you're grateful for the moment. That's a beautiful thing because that's all we need, right? We just need to be grateful for these moments. What made you, and I'm going to go all over the place because I have serious ADHD, but it's all going to make sense, I promise.
I'm right with you. We gonna go together. I'm right with you.
What made you realize that music, because we're on Choose Your Path.
Right.
So what made you, choose that path of music, or did it choose you?
It chose me. I ain't choose this life. It chose me. It's the perfect because since I was little, I was just like they say like in my baby book, you got baby books and they write about
Hmm.
they say like when I would hear a song, I could repeat it like the second time I would hear it, like 1 or 2 years old. So knowing that young to be able to hear something or like to take it in like that. So as I started to grow and it just started to get more and more and more involved, like more involved with music, more hands on, more. I want to learn everything about it now, more well rounded as far as producing, as far as engineering, as far as recording myself. So it's like it just became a part of everything in my life. It's everything to me. So that's my path, and that's
And
when
it chose you, and you said,
so
"Okay, I'm gonna follow. I'm good.
yes,
This
yes,
is it."
yes.
Yeah,
This is it.
because
It's
a
the only
lot
thing
of
I
times
know.
with yeah, a lot of times I wish people would know. Like it's really like that gift is really inside of you, and you just gotta like just go for it. It took me a long time to get there to realize that, but when you realize it makes life so much more beautiful.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that I turned off my badges today. I didn't. Yeah, I think with the updated ticket, I don't know. It's acting weird. Instagram act weird sometimes. Um, who are some of your musical influences?
Musical influence, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it. Tupac definitely. He's hanging up my sleeve. Tupac is a big music influence. Jay-Z, Nas, KRS-One, Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott. It's like so many because
So many.
that's the versatility. I love versatility, so I like so many different artists and so many things. Even like some Marvin Gaye or Sade. I love Sade. Like you throw Sade on. I don't care if it's before my time. It's still timeless. So I gravitate to it. I love it. I play it. It gets me a move. Gives me a vibe. I want to create through these type of songs. Want to make these type of songs. So yeah, I'm inspired by music in general. But those are some of my favorites. I got a bunch of favorites, but you know, it's just
Oh, I
it's
got
a
to
lot
get
of
my
Tupac is
coffee.
my favorite rapper of all time. Tupac is my favorite.
Oh, I love Tupac. I was graced to talk to his mom
That's a blessing.
before she passed away. That was such a blessing.
That's a
Mm.
blessing. God bless the both of them, right?
What? Like, thank you. His light still lives on, even through his passing, through his music. He will live forever.
Like yeah, that's a legacy. That's a real legend right there. That's legendary. So yeah, he's definitely
And
my favorite.
did I see like Marvin Gaye was one of them as well?
Definitely Marvin Gaye. I got like a picture of Marvin Gaye on my studio over there too.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I do too. I have a painting of his face. I hope that I can get up and show you at the end of the show. But
It's
it's a
amazing.
really dope painting. There are some creative people on here on Instagram. If people should tap in with the music artists, tap in with the painters, the
With the
artists, the
artist.
everybody. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
artists to the artists, for the artists, all of them. Like really tap in and you know support them, and that's what's going to come back to you. That's success. Like us being a benefit for the people. It's not even about me, it's not even about you, it's
Right.
all about the people. So that's amazing. Yeah, a job well done. I'm like, am I missing some of the, I know that I'm missing. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. PK Entertainment 17, I see you. Macy Days, hello. Creative Art of Expressions. It's just Yeah. It's a whole tribe of people on here. I'm so grateful for you all. Thank you so much for tuning in to listen to our conversation today.
Thank you.
Tell me about I love your motto. Stay ready and you never have to get ready because in any given day, it could be your break.
Right.
I
Yeah.
love that. You can
Yeah.
hear that in your music too.
You get moments where you might want to give up, or you might want to get discouraged, or you might want to feel like what, I'm throwing in the towel, but you got to keep it pushing. That's how I feel. I done felt like that a million times. Like I don't want to do some other that. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be talking to you right now if I didn't want to keep going and just keep it.
Yeah, if you could have gave up and then this wouldn't even be happening. That's true. And
Pushing.
vice versa. Yeah. I have to push through some really, really, really crazy times. But I just feel like I'm purpose driven. So
Right,
I can never give up.
right,
You know what I mean? Like
right.
I'm purpose driven. I get up on purpose. So I can never give up. I don't care whatever happens. I'm still going to be continuously moving forward. I have to. Damn,
It's
that's crazy though when you think about it. When you take a moment and think about it. But then you just put yourself into your gift. So let's talk about your gifts. Oh my goodness. Um, what would you say is your favorite song that you released?
my favorite song that I've ever released to me
To you?
would be it would be a song I got called Eastside.
Okay.
It's just like more of the origin of where music came from, just more hip hop, where hip hop came from, Bronx, Cool Herc, all the origin of whole the music. So that's probably why it's one of my favorites because I really, I really feel I'm really musically inclined. So to tell people where it started or just to give credit, I'm from the Bronx, so like the fact that they used to rap and be in parks not that far from me just is more inspirational. Though that's a worldwide thing. People want to rap everywhere. So I feel like that was just like paying homage to the Bronx, paying homage to music in general, and that's my path. So it only makes sense. It's only right. But all of them is like my babies. It's like you can't pick like children, but that would be a
I
favorite.
know, but for I guess interview sake.
Right. Eastside would be one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Right.
That is so true. How do you, let's talk about, oh my gosh, you're a producer, you're a writer, you do the whole nine. You engineer.
Yeah, I just graduated school, SAE Institute. Shout out to them. I graduated in January from there, so I'm grateful for that.
I am grateful for it as well. How do you, I recently was a judge at a producer beat battle because my specialty is music producers. I absolutely love music producers because you create the vibration, the sound, the frequency, everything of how I'm going to be affected. I'm going to hear you before I even hear the artist,
That's the thing.
right?
That's
So
important. I even think
that's so important. And I wanted to ask because I did write down a few questions because I didn't want to forget. I was thinking about the producer beat battle, and there were some amazing producers with some amazing sound. I love being in that environment because you get to listen to creative, sometimes
right,
new sounds,
right.
and sometimes not. But you appreciate when you hear that unique sound. How do you decide how you're going to arrange, you know how do you that process of arrangement, how do you get to that, like how do you be okay with the change or saying I need to add more bass to this, or do you just go with the flow? How does that
It gets a
look?
little tricky because I'm so in the zone. Like I hear something. I like to sample and flip. I like to, reinvent. Kind of like I like that so much. So like I'll just catch a vibe with it, and then I'll like cook some up, and then I'll be like, all right. And then I feel like it's missing something. So let me see if I can add a clap or like just try to keep adding. And then like I used to be so freestyling with it. So now that school then told me how to do it properly, I'll just make sure. All right, I'll make sure I got some drums, some kicks, some claps. So now I know what to do very properly and then mixing it. So like now that I got the blueprint kind of to make it, it's like, all right, you gotta make it. But sometimes I just want to do my little freestyling thing and then orchestrate it and mix it and arrange it to how it's supposed to really be done. But
uh
I just go with how I feel, whether that's rapping or engineering producer. I just like how I feel. So if I feel, you know, I just like to go off of the emotions pretty much because music is an expression. So it's just like, okay, let me go off how I feel. I feel this way. I feel happy. I feel da da da. So it's coming out. If I'm making a crazy beat. It might be knocking. I might be upset a little bit. Boom, boom.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, you know, so, or I might just spit some, you know, so I go for
yeah.
emotions more than just, all right, let me just make this, so I'll just go for how I feel. I feel this way, you know? So, yeah, producing just a whole nother round. It gets
It
very
sure
tricky
is.
sometimes because I'll be like, all right, it's too much or it's not enough or dang, I need to drop. And it's a lot more than, you know.
It's like you in a whole another dimension, another planet somewhere when you're in that zone. I have worked with Day One, super producer on the West Coast,
Right,
and I was graced, and I wish that I would have like captured so many more of those moments, but you can't. Like
right,
you don't want to pick up a phone and record your time in the studio, or you don't want to pick up a phone when you're listening. You want to like really be there because the person that's going to receive that vibration, if you don't be your authentic self and be okay with the sound that you know that you've created, then when I hear it, I'm going to miss what it is that you were trying to, you know, put out there, whether that be love, whether that be you need to be okay with who you are, whether that's what else did I get from your music? Grind, you're gonna be all right, like you get through this, all of those things, the
right,
love of women, I heard that in your music. It's just a whole vibe.
right.
And my favorite song was I Love Me,
I
and
love
I'll
you.
tell you why, because it just feels like it's that house you want to dance. Is you know what I mean? Like you want to be good, like, and that's what we need in this time right now. So there's so many people committing suicide, like
Right,
at a high rate
right,
during this time, because you like literally have to sit with your decisions, whatever that decision may be. Nobody's decision is right or wrong. It depends on your perception of what you're looking at your decision, right? So
right,
now you got to sit with that because you have no escape. You can't escape the bars. You can't escape the clubs. I can't escape this woman and a man, whatever it is that
right,
I decide that I want to do in the dark when nobody is looking. Now I have to face it. And it's driving me crazy because I can't escape it. And unless they hear these conversations and take something out of it to say, this is a time where I do need to heal so I can get my together.
right.
Or this is a time where I am ready to create and continue to create. Someone asked me on a podcast the other day, would you ever, a couple weeks ago, do you ever think that you would get like full,
Right,
you know, pretty much like satisfied?
right,
I'm going to ask you that. Do you ever think, because not me, no, I wake up, I'm hungry. I think I'm going to be hungry until the day that I take my last breath. That's just how I feel about this life thing. What about you?
I feel the same way. Man, I can never be satisfied. You feel me? Like I got a big family too, so I feel like even after me, for them to, you know, even if I set the tone for them to, you know, keep it going or whatever, you feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
I gotta, you know, I gotta put on and I gotta, you know, make noise and I gotta tell them that it's possible and be yourself and don't stray away from your dreams no matter how hard it gets, no matter if you feel this, no matter if you feel me? We done
At
seen
all.
a lot of people make it all for nothing. You feel me? Like homeless, whatever it is. So if you
They
believe
don't even matter.
right. It don't matter nothing. So it's like keep it going. I'm gonna keep it going forever until they
Oh, yeah, that don't even matter. Bishop Jakes has a saying. It says, if you allow what has happened to control where you are, then you will incarcerate yourself.
mm.
I would never want, I don't want to incarcerate myself. I need to be free, right?
Man, you incarcerate yourself, that's deep. You really going
Yeah, that is deep. Did you feel it?
yeah, that's deep.
Yeah,
You
that is a
incarcerate
real
yourself
deep.
as
You
an
don't want
entitled.
to do that. Like people are literally walking around in their own prison. Like they can actually get up and walk out the door, or they can make that phone call, or they can send that text message, or they can send that email, but yet they're afraid to do that because what somebody might say, the response that they've already created of the other person rejecting them, like all of that, and they didn't even make the move.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to choose your path. Like you can do that. Like it's gonna be hard. I get it. You know, people like you don't understand. You don't understand what I've been through, Sharon Tell and Shay Payso. So you guys don't understand. And I do understand, but at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? Because you'll keep living the same year over and over and over again. Again.
And what's that? That's insanity, right? You
That's
keep getting things over and
insane.
over again. That's
That's
probably
insane.
insane. You feel me? So
So we need your good vibes. We need your music. You have a gift that is for the world to receive.
thank
Like, you know what I
you for the
mean?
world.
Like, yeah, and you gotta like you know that at some point in the path you gotta just fall in love with the process because it never happens the way that we want to happen, but it's just know that it's gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I
It's
mean?
happening.
Like the goal never changes. The plans you can strategize and you do that and you tweak that a little bit and you may have to change a date, but it never changes what the goal is. The goal never changes
Never.
unless you give up. Right? Unless you give up.
There's no giving up when you sticking to
No
the
giving
path.
up. We're gonna say that all throughout this hour. There is no giving up.
No giving up.
Take me into the space of what that creative process looked like.
Well, I'm in the studio right now. This is where I spend my time.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
This is my studio right now. You feel me? This got my I don't got it on right now because we having our conversation. I got it on
Right.
just on the sideline. But
Okay.
I got a booth right here too as well. This is my booth. You feel me? So locked in. You go in there real quick. They can go in there real quick. My booth. You feel me? It's the mic is over here. You can see out here. You feel
Yeah.
me? This is all. This is the process of how I be creating. Just go in the booth. I really like to just feel it. So if I hear a beat and I just go in there, if I'm mumbling or if I'm just freestyling it or if I'm just, you feel me? I'm going in there just trying to catch it right then and there. I don't want to wait. You feel me? I just want to catch the vibe, catch how I feel about it right then and there, and then I could reevaluate it, then chop it up or add to it. Be like, all right, mumble right here. Let me say this here, or let me do this. I'll rearrange it from there. But I like to just go straight into it. I don't like to sit and listen to the beat 10 times, 20 times. No. I just like to put it on, throw me in there, let's do it, let's get it. And then I'll see what I want, chop it up, make the hook, let's do this. And I'll go from there. But I'm really like on the spot, like this, how I feel. Like I can play the beat right now. All right, bet, I'm going to go in there. I just get the hook automatically. The hook comes to me. It's like something about hooks. They just come to my head automatically. And then I just go with the verses and altering things. But I usually get the vibes. Like if I hear somebody say something right now, I'm here. Or I'm going there right now. And then I'll come back to it probably later on or whatever, redust it. But then so I don't like, it's not like rushing things because I still do it. I might do it right then and there. But then I'll still go through and reevaluate it and then trick and mix it and fix it like that. But I still go and like to go for how I feel right then and there. I don't like to wait, or you might lose it. You might lose the vibe.
Oh,
So
yes,
I
that's
don't want to
true.
lose the vibe. Like I don't want to be chilling and
That
everybody
is
go back and
so
I forget what I
true.
said or something. So I just be like, let me just say it right now. So I forget it. Let me just do it. Boom. So that's just how I feel like I be creating. I just go for how I feel. Boom. Whatever. You feel me? I'm just going. And then I just put it like that. But it's a beautiful process.
No,
I
that's
love it.
dope. Yeah, you absolutely right. Like I have to have my notebook next to my bed because sometimes I'll be dreaming or sleep and then I have an idea and I got to get up and write it down.
Right. Because you
You know
don't
what I
want to
mean?
forget
Like,
it. So that's why when I freestyle, I'd rather just go in the booth right then and there. Because if I'm sitting here freestyling it the whole time, I don't forgot it. I don't forgot everything I said. It's not recorded. I can't remember. I can't go back to it. So it's kind of pointless. So I'd rather just go in and get it. And then we go after that and we see what we're doing after that.
yes, I see a comment. Stan 3 Shaw says the beat, or is it Shay? I hope I'm not butchering it. The beat is on the brain of the song. The lyrics is the heart. The song can't live without the beat. And I love, and that's how they said it. I love all your beats. I love you, Shay Payso underscore the underscore God.
Thank you. God bless.
Yeah, that's beautiful. New York City is here. I see people saying New York City. And speaking of New York City, You're from the Bronx.
From the Bronx, BX.
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. But I
Ohio?
live here on the East Coast now. Yeah, I've been living here for about 15 years. I'm in Connecticut.
That's fire. I Connecticut is not that far though, right? Like,
No, I come to
yeah,
the city all the
yeah,
time. No, not at all. Tell me what was that like growing up there?
in New York. Growing up
Yeah.
in New York, what it's like growing up in New York.
Yeah.
With my
What did that
parents
look like?
uptown. No, I'm just playing. Coming from New York, it's gotta be like you gotta be tough. It's like tough skin. You know, they say we aggressive, we got attitudes or whatever, but it's like everybody just like, and they own. It's like every man for himself, low key. Even a person next door from you, or like you would think it's all love, but it's like everybody's for themselves, and there's so many people. So it's like
It is.
little person. You feel me? New York is it's so big, and it's so you gotta learn it the hard knock. You feel me? Like you gotta learn on your own. You gotta learn. You go outside. You feel me? You
Yeah.
learn, but I still love my city. Even if it's not as pretty as downtown, everybody go downtown, they see the perception of 42nd or 34th, and they think it's the street lights in the city that never sleeps. And I know Jay-Z, because I'm from New York, I know Jay-Z.
Hmm.
Like, you from New York, you know Jay-Z? You know, so like, we all don't know each other. It's wide, big. It's the city, then it's the hood, then it's you know what I mean? So, but it's a beautiful place. I wouldn't trade being from nowhere. You can make it here, you can make it anywhere. That's how they
No,
say.
no, that's definitely true.
Place anywhere.
I love the hustle of it. That's why I left Cleveland and came this way because I'm
Right,
okay with everybody moving forward. At least they moving and they going somewhere,
right.
wherever that may be. They going somewhere, and I noticed that like the hustle of New York City is just absolutely amazing because people got the water, they got the fruit, they got whatever the guy pretending he gonna get in the cab but really not. All kinds of hustles, and then the umbrellas come out of nowhere when it's raining. Like, where do they come from? And then they like $3. Like,
You didn't even know it was gonna rain, and somebody selling the umbrella. It's crazy. It's crazy.
like, how
No,
did you know that? And they know that people are not going to have umbrellas. Like, it's like they check the weather and they know, like, it's about to rain. Let me come
right,
out and put my stand out. But I love that because, leaving from Cleveland, I had a purpose. And yet, even though people don't like to talk about money, we get up going after it every single day. So I think we need to be okay with the relationship of, you know, doing something, I guess, and receiving some monetary gain from it, whatever. I I can respect that. And
right.
it kept me focused because if you don't, by the time 2 months of rent has rolled by, you could have paid somebody's mortgage where I come from.
It can keep you focused, or it can get you distracted. You feel me?
Right.
So you can be
You
focused, but
choose.
it could be so much going on that people get distracted because there's so much going on out here that you distracted. But we gonna stay focused. We gonna stay
Right.
focused.
But you get the choice to choose though. That's the thing. How about the album 929?
Now I'm 29. I'm a Libra. That's my birthday, September 29th. So I produced it for myself for my birthday. It's like a gift to myself for my birthday. So I was at school at the time, so I was like, getting more into engineering, producing and stuff. So I was like using the methods from when I was going to
Mm-hmm.
school more into the tape and just trying to like push it because it was like something I had like, all right, a gift to myself. I'm gonna produce the tape. I produce all the beats on it. So I was like, I'm gonna produce all the tape, all the beats and rap on it and drop a tape for myself for my birthday. So it was like time savvy. I was trying to crunch it in too, but I got it done. Shout out to my Indian. Shout out to my team, my nephews, nieces, everybody that came through and like support me. But we got it done, and I produced everything. I felt like the more hands on, it just made me appreciate it too. Cause like I used to rap on other people's beats or go to YouTube like everybody else and rap on people's
Yeah.
beats. So to create my own beat and create my own vibes and my own frequency, and then to rap on it, and then like it was just like a whole different type of musical. Now it's like it just made me feel crazy musically because I'm just like, all right, press and drop, let me rap on it. So now I'm
Yeah.
in the beats to rap on, and now you feel me? It was just like a very great hands-on process that I really enjoyed. And then I got to drop it on my birthday. I actually had a billboard for it downtown on 42nd. You feel me? It was just like a really good thing I felt about it. And it was for my birthday, so it's like the gift to yourself. It's like a blessing, No matter what you
Oh,
tell me happy birthday, but I produced this tape for myself You know, like, but if the people love it, they love it, and they rock with it, and I love it too.
Well, it got to start with
Like,
you
just so I could
first,
do it,
right?
huh?
It has to start with you
Right.
first.
It was for me, so I
Yeah.
could do it. Like, you know what? I'm gonna do this for myself. So, you know, I love music. I want to do it. Produce the whole tape. It was amazing thing. So now I'm just thinking about producing everything. I want to produce for other people, produce for myself, produce for everybody. You feel me? Like, so that I'm just hands on with everything now.
Yeah, I listened to it before I even looked to see who produced it. I just listened to it, right?
Right.
And then when I looked and I was like, oh wow, a compilation of 7 songs. It was written, recorded, and produced.
Right.
I'm like, that is amazing.
That's why I
Because
feel
I was
like
like, who is the producer? You know, when I was listening, as I was listening to the songs, I'm like, who's the producer? And then I go back and read your stuff. And then I'm like, oh, wow, it's all
made me
you.
feel so. That's what I'm saying. Made me feel so. Like, you know, like I really did that. I still can't believe sometimes. Like, yo, I really did this. Like, because like even like BBH on the track, it wasn't the beat wasn't for me because that's like a more like a Jersey Club beat, hype beat. I made it for somebody else, but they never really took it. So I was like, you know what? I don't know. It just so I ended up doing something to it. But it was like I would have never created something like that. It was like the challenge of it is in itself. Like, you know, this ain't even my style, but I made it and then I rap on it. So it was like that was like, you know, it just shows me I could probably create other things that I don't do or you know, and it just made
That's beautiful. At least you challenge yourself to say, okay, let me go ahead and do it.
right.
It
Jersey
can't be
Club.
that hard.
I don't even know Jersey Club. I made a Jersey Club beat and we did something to it. So that's how I feel. Yeah.
What about next up?
Next up, I just feel like, you know, I just been I've been blessed up, you know, and so I'm acting funny because I'm getting my money up, you know. When you separate yourself to elevate, people start thinking that you the problem. You chasing your dreams, you on your path, you doing your thing, you on your goal. Even if you wanted people to come along with you on your journey, you're the problem though. You feel me? Because
Yeah.
they can't change. They stuck in whatever realm they in. They don't see the outside world. You know, they don't see the size they little box that they're in. So when you step outside your box and out your comfort zone and you doing things that they don't think they can do, it makes them feel uncomfortable and it makes them make you uncomfortable because it's like, you know what? I don't want to be like you, but what am I doing? I don't look like I'm doing anything wrong. You feel me? But all I'm doing is chasing my dreams, believing in myself, and going
Yeah.
to do what I want to do. But that's how I feel about next up. I'm moving funny because I'm gonna chase my dreams, getting my money, and doing what I got to do for myself in my life. That's weird, but that's what you know, that's some things. That's how I go sometimes. But I
No,
figured
that's
it out.
absolutely amazing. I like that one. And also the other one, Friends.
Friends,
Yeah.
I love that Friends beat alone itself. It's like whatever. Friends is just like you know, it's pretty much the same kind of concept because you got to cut people off in order to, you know, they can't. It's like crabs in a bucket, or you know, like holding you back. Exactly, like holding you back. Like even if it's friends, family, it don't matter who it is. If someone's holding you back, you can't. The finish line's right there. I'm trying to get to the finish line. Somebody got their hand on me, or putting weight on me, so it makes
Yeah.
it harder for me to get to the finish line. So what am I around people for? I cut them off because you feel me, like what's
Yeah, because
never
you in
is
your
good.
own lane. You know what I mean? They shouldn't be over there
Come on,
like holding
you
you
can't
back
have people that's
anyway.
not gonna do nothing. You feel me? I can't carry you. I could bring you here and show you how to get it, but I can't carry you or put food on. You feel me? If you
Yeah.
going to a dinner table, you know, like Thanksgiving, everybody brings something. You feel me? Like you know, I got the chicken, you got the potato salad, whatever. We bringing something to the table. It makes it makes the Thanksgiving better. Not people coming empty-handed to the table because they want the biggest plate. You feel me? So
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
true.
friends is about. You got to cut people off, friends, family, just go in general. I feel like, but yeah,
I think it just goes with the evolution of nature. I remember Bishop Jakes telling me, Sharon tell you need to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with friends that need you. You know what I mean? Not feed you. I mean, not need you, feed you rather than need you. And it's like, exactly. Because any relationship without reciprocity will die
mm,
anyway.
mm,
You know what I mean? Like if I'm constantly putting in and putting in and giving, and I'm not getting that back, eventually it's just gonna die anyway because the relationship is just like uneven. It's not a even playing field here at all. Like something is wrong, and one of us needs to make a choice. And it's probably going to be me because I love myself that much that I have boundaries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm purpose driven. So back to that, I'm purpose driven. Hello, Lady of Beauty Spy. You got some amazing supporters on here. Like I see them. Macy Day says, I love Friends. The beat is fire with the fire emoji. Stan 3. Oh, I promise you I'm not trying to butcher. It could say Sha or Shay. Step outside your comfort zone. You never know what you'll do. Absolutely. You don't. You really don't. I I've
I
been
love all of
nervous
y'all
so
that's
many.
confident.
I'm trying to like read them. Go, go, go. Right.
Inspiring.
Reciprocate or disseminate. Yes. Oh my God, I love it. Daryl Hickman, 64. Hello, Beverly. Oh, you guys are coming in. This is absolutely amazing. I have this digital business card that I'm going to give you at the end of the show. I thought
Okay.
I was trying to get it, was trying to get it created and get it done. But what it is, let me see if I can find like an example of what it is. It's your own QR code because, of course, now with COVID, we're not passing out digital cards anymore. You know what I mean? Like, ew.
Have you
So
touched the card? Like, oh man, I don't even want it, right? Like, it's so.
I'm telling you, like with this card, right? It's like a digital business card. This was my last guest. Her name is Nikki Lachey. She's an actor. She's so beautiful. Oh my God. But this is her card. And what it is they can scan it or you can airdrop it. Like I was in Brooklyn the other day. I did like a mental health event and
Right.
I was able to share it to so many people.
Right.
Like, yeah, it was so dope. So you're gonna get one of these digital business cards. What happens is you can put all your music links on there. You can put videos. You can put your YouTube page. You can put your Cash App, your Venmo, your all of that.
Fire.
Right?
That's
And you
fire.
only share it to the people that you need to share it to. But it's a digital business card. So shout out to my sponsor. I have an amazing sponsor, 10K Cards. And anyone that's interested in it, click the link in my bio.
Click the link
And you can
now.
purchase your own. Yeah, you can purchase your
Fire.
own
That's
QR
the next
code.
level.
So you'll get yours soon. You'll get yours soon. They're creating it right now as we speak. So it should be done when this is over. Yes. So thank you, 10K Cards, for that. What about let's talk a little bit about is it an EP or would you say an album? Smooth.
Move is an EP.
The EP. Okay, yeah, I figured that, but I ain't wanna, I ain't wanna say that. I wanted you to say it.
Nah, but yeah,
No.
the EP. Yeah,
Tell me about
yeah.
let's talk a little bit about that. What's up with Player?
Player. Player. Um, the concept actually came. I was in Art Basel. I love Art Basel. In December in Miami, and one of my friends from LA was just like, "Yo, you keep it player." Like it was just like a lot going on, and I was just like, I don't care about none of that. Like I got my thing. I ain't worried about that. Like, you keep it player or whatever. I guess that was like the slang thing. So I was like, that gave me a concept for a song. So I didn't even do it right then and there. But when I went to the studio with Holland Jungle, shout out to Holland Jungle, they produced the whole tape. I was just like, yo, this beat just keep it real, player. So the concept just came right then and there, and I was just talking about, just keeping it playing, like, any type of
Oh, I
just
get
player.
it.
So that's crazy how songs can just come up about anything. Like something in this conversation might spark something, and like
That's why I have my
think about
pen.
creativity and ideas and stuff. But player, as I keep it. I'm about to perform that in Philly Friday, so I keep it real. Player, I'm trying to get the code, trying to go crazy with that.
Oh wow, see? Yeah, I picked out that song. I like that one.
Definitely
What about Bring It Back?
bring it back.
It was just a little.
It has the Jay-Z sample. It's just like to bring the whole tape in. It's like like it's a lot of everybody sounding like each other. Everybody's doing the same thing. Like I grew up in a generation where we could pick from different things. If we wanted to listen to this person to get some knowledge, we could listen to this person to some knowledge. We want to listen to this.
Yeah.
It was like you could go to different people for different things. Like everybody's doing so much of the same thing that you can't even find the Lauren Hills or like the different type of everybody sound the same, everybody's talking about the same. So like we gotta bring it back to, the real. I ain't feeling all sometimes we're not feeling all that. We wanna find what we wanna
Uh,
hear, what we wanna heal. or how we want to, get a frequency to touch us. I can't touch it if you talking about the club. That ain't what I'm on. I'm on. There's a lot going on in the world.
It
Lives
sure
impacting
is.
people, and people don't touch on the topics that they should. I just thought bring it back. We should bring it back, to how it was before when people had, a little bit more
Yeah.
to say than just saying something because it sounds good. It was more
Yeah, that's
to talk
true.
and feed your mind, feed your soul, than just to turn up. Like we gonna hit the beat. Oh, it's fire. No, like it was more of, affirmations. Things to. You feel me? So yeah, that's what bring it back. Is more, you know, classic
I love
back
it.
in the day vibes. That's how I get. That's what I got from that.
Yeah, same here. How has there been a moment in your musical journey where you're just the most proud, like it was just a real good moment?
Um, I would say right now, in my musical journey, like with graduating school, with doing smooth or even producing 929, and and just having my mental, like as far as like the world is in shambles. Everybody's like it's hard to like try to stay focused. So I'm just trying to stay focused and positive as much as possible. And I feel like more now than ever is more of the time. The energy is there. You feel me? More. I didn't know more. I didn't know before certain things. So now that I'm knowledgeable and I have them tools, so I'm like, yeah, this is the time. I'm more grateful now than ever now. And then I have like my nieces and nephews and family members that want to do music. They come to my studio, they record, they inspire me. So it's like reflecting back because I've been doing music for a minute. They've been watching me, so now to see them go in there and do something, I'm like, yo, this ain't even about me no more. Now it's about me pushing them because they gonna end up being the future, and I have to make sure they know how to record or maybe produce themselves or give them what I didn't know. So I feel like I'm in a position for that now more than ever to like, build and especially for me and my family, so that we can eat.
Oh man, family is everything. Because, really at the end of the day, I was listening to a wise man say, he said, at the end of it all, that's who's going to be standing around you when the inevitable happens. A lot of times, you might have some of your friends that trickle in,
Right.
other people that know of you, of somebody else, or whatever. They always come. Um, but the ones that's going to be there from the beginning to the end will be your family. So we got to take care of our
We can't change
family.
that regardless. We can't change family regardless. I can't change my cousins even if they're crazy or whatever. I can't change that. I can just, that's what we gotta embrace. So I'm big on family. I'm very family orientated. So I'm all about family. If it ain't about family, what is it? You feel me? What am I? So that I push for me. I push for my family. I push for the ones under me. You feel me? So
That's dope.
yeah, but this is dope. This choose your path is dope. Tune in,
Thank
follow
you.
me, follow her.
Yes, we
So,
got your name is pinned right there because there is no way that I would have been able to type that in. I'd be like, oh, I gotta erase it and go
shout
all
out
the
to
way
you again, team,
back.
and follow them too.
Thank you so much. I really like, let me tell you, these conversations have been absolutely inspiring to me. Like, and it's not even just me just name dropping. I'm just so grateful. Like I've been able to talk to TJ Jackson and he told me about his experience with his uncle, being on tour with him. Like we're having a conversation about that's so dope. You
Right,
can't that is priceless, right?
right.
So now I've decided to write every conversation because eventually I'm going to turn this into a book. All these conversations, everybody that I spoke to, and what I felt, and what I experienced, and what inspired me about this person. So I think it's just absolutely amazing. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your
Yeah, I
comment. Like
appreciate
seriously. Yeah, like you're going places. So I'm
it.
glad to be have introduced to your music. What are some of your core values other than just, I know, of course, your family, but can you name maybe a couple more of your core values that, like, that there is nothing can get in the way of those things? That's just what it
There's
is.
no getting in the way of God. You feel me? You got to keep your faith. I would never even woke up without God. You feel me? So God, I'm big on I'm not really possessive of nothing in this world, materialistic, nothing, not no money. My name is Shay Payso, yeah. I get to the bag, yeah. Not like I'm just playing. But you know, you get money stuff, but none of that don't matter more than your mental, your spirit, your morals. You feel me? All of the materialistic stuff don't that shit go out the window. You feel me? Like if you ain't a person, a real person, how we can speak,
Mm-hmm.
to talk about life or different things, then you walking around being a mannequin. So I just value life, myself, the people around me, people like you who I could talk and meet and have great conversations with like this. Um, Besides music, and you feel me, I'm not big on nothing but music, family, God, music, family, and money come last. You feel me? I know I gotta pay bills and stuff,
It's
but
a
that's
tool.
it's a paper. You feel me? Boom, boom, boom. My life
Yeah,
is
it's a
more
tool.
valuable. My family more valuable. My morals is more valuable. You feel me? My principles is more valuable. So that's more than money. That's more than Gucci. That's more than whatever people perceive. That's everything that's lit, cars, all that. I'm just I'm just glad to be here. It's COVID. People dropping.
Yeah,
We gotta
me,
we gotta be more grateful than anything. You feel me? So that's how
me
I feel.
too.
I value
Me
life.
too.
You feel me? So
So do I. I was in a room earlier on the app, call it the app, and the audio app, and we were talking, and I was telling them, I don't know how I got on this, but sometimes I can't stay in places where people. It's okay to talk about whatever it is that you're struggling with,
right,
but at some point there needs to be a strategy and a plan in place so
right,
that you can move forward. I don't like pity parties, because what happens is when we're sitting there, we constantly surround. You never witness church, and then somebody would be like doing this and
mm-hmm.
all of that, and then everybody just surround that one person, and no one thinks about all the rest of the people in the room
Right,
that may need somebody,
right,
because now they've attach their energy to something that I guess they don't have it for themselves, so they're like feeding it. And it's like, no, for me it's like mindset. Like, it's not about just surviving anymore, it's about thriving through this thing. How at some point, this is just a season, eventually this is going to be over, and it's going to show what you have done, whether that's taking time to heal, because I would never say go and create and you haven't healed yourself.
right,
If you got to let go of that bad relationship, let it go. Like, what are you doing? Like, you don't even know how long you're going to be here.
right.
At least be here on purpose. All of those things. It's really like a mind thing. And until we really realize that, then we're going to constantly be walking around and letting someone else, with media propaganda and all of these things that people do, control how we think, feel, and all of those other emotions. And you are not your feelings. Those are things. It is valid. Yes, pain is real, love, and all of those things. But how we perceiving it to be is affecting how we're living our daily lives, and it's not okay. So I have to be a voice. You have to be a voice, and we all that have found that path has to be that voice for those who are voiceless. You know what I mean? Like, I really take these conversations so serious. I think I'm close to 100. And I'm like, whoa, that's dope. Because I do a lot of stuff.
Right.
So for me, like, other than this, you know what I mean? So for me to get close to 100 episodes, I know that I'm purpose driven. And I just know, like, it's changing my life. So I'm hoping that it's changing somebody's life out there. I know that someone's going to watch this, and it could be 2067 and they watch this.
Right.
Right?
And get
And that's
inspired by something that we said or something. And
what.
I love all of you.
Because I can listen to old stuff and still get inspired by those things, because life is still just life and it comes in cycles. So I'm glad that, like, just like music happens in cycles, and it just seems that you don't really let that affect you. You do what feels good to you. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people feel like they have to adjust their music to the times or what's hot and all of that, instead of just being their own
Right.
authentic self sound and all of that. So I commend you on that, for finding that very early in your career, that sound where you're comfortable with, this is who I am and this is what I'm going to put out to the world, and be okay with that.
Thank you.
And not get distracted by all the outside other noises, right?
It's noise outside right
I
now.
cannot believe. Yeah, it's so amazing like how fast these hours go by, right?
Definitely. You-
Whoa, because it's just an illusion. Time is just an illusion. One day, Beverly, she must be talking to you. She said, one day I will reach your level. She definitely must be talking to you.
She's so come out. She's so come out.
Yeah. Elo Barkley, number one, listen to her music. It is fire. I definitely listen to it. I am my first client, I always say his name. His name is Focus. He's a Grammy winning producer. He's Dr. Dre's he's Aftermath. And I he inspired me so much that I had to learn to study the music. I can read it, and all of those things because it's so important to if you're going to involve yourself in whatever that craft may be, you definitely need to study the business of it and learn what it is that you're going to be involved in. You know what I mean? Like it was just important. Even if I don't ever write a song or anything, I can understand that person is in that position or the sound. So I absolutely love your music. I love
Thank
to
you.
dance.
Thank you. I
So,
appreciate you.
yeah, I was like, oh, I can see this song can probably be in one of the clubs over in UK where
Boom.
they like
Right.
and the
Boom,
DJ is
boom, boom.
going. Yes, like
Boom.
that's
Real
you
simple.
right there.
It's
Like
actually
that's
simple.
Shay Payso. You be like, yeah, it's from the American
Uh-huh.
from the Bronx.
Americano. Americano.
From the Bronx. Yeah, New York. Because people love New York. I don't
Yeah.
care where you go, they love New York. Yeah, from New York. She from New York.
New
So
York is it.
what's next? What's
What-
next for you? Since we at the end, what's next?
I'm dropping a video called Smooth April 2nd. That's, yeah. April 2nd, I'm dropping
Oh,
a video for
dope.
Smooth. So
Okay.
Smooth has a
Uh-huh.
video. I'm gonna drop it April 2nd. So April 2nd, I'm dropping a video to Smooth, and then more music, more beats being made, more collaborations. I got I got so much more in store. So we're gonna start with the Smooth video, and then after that, we're gonna take it into dropping more music at the end of the day. Just being more consistent, just giving more music, more. You feel me? More everything. As long as I'm here, I gotta keep working and making my path. You feel me? So I'm gonna keep pushing and putting out
Yeah.
music, making beats, producing people. Anybody want to get beats from me? Want to listen to my music? Whatever, follow me. You feel me? Follow her. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
thank
You
you.
know, more music though. More music coming. Download Smooth. Download 929 and run it up. It's like
Wow, that's amazing. They got some great stuff coming up. Hello, the real Antoine Howledge. I see you, Alexander 485. Hello. There goes my soul sister. Hello, I am Angie Lang. She has an amazing podcast, Be Influential. You should definitely check it out. Choose your path. Yes, choose your path. So, at the end of each show, we're at the end. I always ask the question, right? If you could give one word or a sentence, something to motivate or inspire us as we continue to move forward on this path.
God bless. Never settle for less. That's how I feel. God
That's
bless.
your word.
Never settle for less. Make sure you stay blessed and never settle for less. That's what I'm.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Thank you, everyone. I thank you so much for that. Oh my goodness. Thank you, everyone, for being on here. This is amazing for staying with us for an entire hour. This
Thank
is
you.
Choose Your Path. Thank you so much. I will definitely be checking you out as you continue to create. I am so excited to
Thank
be have
you.
introduced to you. Like this is amazing. Thank
I'm
you.
so excited. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything. And I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Thank you.
Yes. Have a great one. Love, light, and energy to you.
Thank you. Same to you. Bless.